Hey everybody, it's a new episode, Monday, goddamn Mondays. This is your podcast of sorry I didn't come with a filter. It's just, you know what, I wouldn't even say it's a case of the Mondays today. I think I have the case of, I don't know, anxiety, depression. So I'm going to try to be a little as upbeat as possible. I got my coffees in front of me, so maybe that will cure me or maybe kill me, one or the other. Who knows? Today I have just been not myself. I don't know what it is. And yeah, I got my other freaking tablet. I just canceled skipped the DoorDash. Or skipped the dishes or whatever. I don't care. I just canceled it for my business. It was too much for me. But yeah, today I don't know what it is. I think my anxiety, my depression, my stress, it's really hitting me today. I don't know why, but sorry for my language, but I haven't had much of a good thought process lately. I've just been kind of all over the place. It's just my brain has been dead weight. In a negative spot, negative light, and all that. So, I'm sorry if I don't sound too upbeat today. I don't know, I woke up with just not feeling myself. I was feeling great. Like, I guess I was feeling great, or I'm pretending to feel great, but I haven't been feeling great. So, this is going to be pretty much as raw, as authentic as you'll get from me today. So, if everybody caught the football games yesterday, and the NFL, I'm pretty dead right. I won $9. I'm not going to complain. That's my second week in a row on the NFL that I won money. So, woohoo! I could be pretty positive on that end. But I'm looking over the scores. Last night's game with the Chiefs and the Ravens was just ridiculous. I loved that game so much. That was, again, another classic game that we saw last week in the home opener, or the season opener with the Buccaneers and the Patriots. That was another stellar game. Who would have thought that, again, Seahawks Titans, that was another significant great game. Cardinals versus Vikings again was another great game. It was like I couldn't believe how many great games were played this weekend. And it was really, really great to see them. I know the Bills beat the bloody piss out of the team they were facing, the Dolphins. I feel so bad for the Dolphins, though. They lost their star quarterback to an injury. That's just it's not right. But you know, it's what it is. It happens. We have an election. Yeah, I'm gonna be flip-flopping a lot through things today. We have an election coming today, the Canadian election. As you can see, it's just everybody asked if I vote. I'd say I did, but I didn't. I don't care. It's political. I'm not a political person. I'm more of an a-hole right now. I'm just not happy. I don't know what it is. I'm either overthinking, overanalyzing in my brain. So, yeah. Anyways, the football was great. I won money, as I said. EPL was really, really, really hilarious yesterday. I love my Man U. My name is Man U, and Chelsea are up there now. They're ahead on the table. That's a good thing. So is Brighton. You know, I kind of, my predictions were kind of off a little, but you know, again, it was what it is. It's with sports. I can't wait for what's going to happen this week with Chelsea and Man U, they're in the Cabo, I don't know, the Cup games. Man U has to play West Ham again. Boy, you just can't deny that. But it is what it is. I think a lot of, I've seen some wrestling things going on. I've heard, Tommy Dreamer got indefinitely suspended. I watched the episode of Dark Side of the Ring, which is really cool. I love watching that documentary series for some weird reason. It's so interesting on the aspects of what happened, of other stories that you can hear and you've been told or you see on YouTube and that from people who experience this stuff, and it's really, really interesting. And the whole Ric Flair thing, I don't necessarily have an opinion on, because honestly, it's kind of like you set yourself up for that kind of story where it happened, and it's what it is. Yeah, I kind of changed some things around in my space here. It was horrible. Nobody should ever be put in that predicament. Whether you're drunk, intoxicated, and stuff, it doesn't give you the right to go and grope somebody. You just don't. And it's wrong. It's a wrong thing to do. And I still respect the guy as an athlete, as a personality of the industry. But on that note, forcing somebody's hand to touch your genitals, that's just something that you just don't do. I'm disgusted by that. And it's just disgusting. But again, as I say, on the NHL front, I see Travis Zajac. He retired. He retired today or yesterday. Signed a 1-day deal with New Jersey Devils to retire as a Devils. Good on him. It's never been probably said. Like, these players, I noticed they're just starting to realize the game's changing, and that's perfectly fine. He had a great career. Kudos to him. Enjoy retirement, my friend. You deserve it. It's a well-deserved retirement. And, again, congrats on your retirement. Happy wishes to you. I'm sorry if I don't sound so upbeat right now. I'm just, as I say, I've been just dealing with stuff in my head. Like, I do suffer from chronic depression and social anxiety and stress and all this stuff. I've dealt with things in my head for so long as a child. It's unbelievable where I touched on this. I can't seem to beat it half the time, and when I do, it looks like I do. And I put a fake smile on, and I wear so many different masks just to cover whatever pain I'm going through in my head. It's so hard to explain, and it's not directed to anybody. It's directed to myself. All my problems really stem from me, really, not anybody. So don't try to say if it's somebody. It's not. It's me. I think I push myself too much to do what I can. But when I do that, I tend to mess up or F up everything around me. And it sucks. It does. I'm truly, truly an idiot for doing that. And I think I might have done some stupid shit here, but, I'm going to air it out like I am. And I'm sorry if I have. It's just, again, I shouldn't be talking to certain people or telling certain people things anymore. It's just me. Generally, it's probably what's inside my head that's probably telling me a lot of shit, and I hate it. I hate being like this because it's not me. It is not me. And it sucks because I place all the blame on me. And I should. But again, I shouldn't have to try to push myself into make myself into something that I'm not. Like, right now I'm not something of... I'm trying to do my best at this, and I know it's just a lot of pressure, and I'm trying to make it successful, and it's really, really hard because I'm pushing myself to try to do it, try to make it right, try to do something, show people, and I think that's what's weighing on me, and I know it is, because people tell me it's hard, and I know it's hard, and I'm at that focal point where I've been doing it for about 2 months now, and I'm pushing myself to no ends on it, and I know I'm doing good, but I think on the other side of my head, in the mental side, it's I want to be very successful at this, and I don't know what I believe I'm doing stuff wrong again, and it's really hard to explain that on this podcast. It's tricky to say what is going on in my head. I am not a very good person to describe. I am not a person to vent to people what is going on inside me. I bottle it up and I just keep it inside. Just because I don't want people worrying about me. I don't want people thinking I'm going to go and jump off a bridge or something stupid. I'm not going to do any of that shit. Trust me, I'm not. It's not me. If I wanted to do something stupid, I'd go crash my car. But I won't because I love my car too much. I'm sorry, I do. I love my Honda. I love my 99 Honda Civic, okay? I put a lot of money into that thing, and I love that thing to bits, okay? That is my living child. That is my child. But, yeah, it's just... Today has just been one of those days. It's not even really like an off day. It's just... I believe what people say. Social media is an entrapment of your mind. And it does. And it hurts. And it kills. And I wish I had another way of, trying to explore myself and put myself somewhere else. And to deal with this. This is really one of those issues that I just cannot... Focal point of figuring out where I am in my life. I'm 34. I'm doing something new. And I know I've taken on a lot of flack for this. I know it's not even about money. It's not about anything. I just wish that I could make a difference in myself. Not just outside of everything, just myself. And it's really, really hard. I know I'm bearing my soul here, and I understand. I'm being as raw and as authentic as I possibly can here. It's crazy that, I'm just... inside here is too much. Too much. And I take my meds every day. I take them. And I don't even think they're working. Like, I've fucking have to try other things like weed and just to shut it off. My body just keeps going. My brain just keeps going. It's a non-stop 24/7 go, and it doesn't rest. Like where people say it should rest, it doesn't rest. My brain doesn't rest like it should. My brain's just literally full of so much stuff. So many ideas, so many bad ideas, good ideas, weird, crazy ideas, and it just runs. I just run inside my head. I could be sleeping and it'll still run. It'll just still run. I barely get a lot of sleep because of the situation inside my head. I think what people would say is I'm crazy, and that's a good thing to say because I pretty much think I am crazy. I know I'm crazy some days. I do have a sudden outburst where I think out loud, what I'm thinking inside sometimes comes out, and it's really weird, really weird. I've been working on my mental health. I've been trying to work on it, and it beats the hell out of me some days. And I just want YouTube friends and stuff like that, and just interact with other people around the world. That's really what my goal is with this. So I know I'm off kilter some days, and I swear a lot. I know that I tend to push boundaries and limits and other things, and it really does suck. It really does suck. I worry about my family, worry about my dad, I worry about a lot of things. And it's all coming out. Like, my masks cannot help anymore. I have to be me, and I am being me. And I wish that I could explain this to some people, but I can't, because inside me it's just not acceptable, and it's not my place to say it to people. And I shouldn't say it. I should try to keep it inside, and that's what I'm going to try to do here. As I progress, this week I know we got some big games coming up. That was my mouse from my other laptop. So I'm going to kick it back over to the sports side here, and let's see, week 3. Week 3, we got, Thursday night, we got the Panthers versus the Texans. Okay, so you got Sam Darnold versus Deshaun Watson. Panthers came off another victory. Texans, I believe, they did win? I believe they did win earlier this week. Better check that out. Or did they lose? I don't remember. I can't remember because, again, like I said, my brain is off and messed up. It's just me. And I wish nothing but the best for people. I don't want to hurt people, and that's why I say what I'm saying right now. Oh yeah, the Bills beat the crap out of the Dolphins 35-0. Yes, the Panthers beat up on the Saints 26-7. So yeah, the Panthers beat up the Saints. Yeah, and then the Texans lost by 10 points to the Browns. So this Thursday nighter game looks like it's going to be an interesting one, because you got Deshaun Watson, who wants out of Houston, as I say. As a lot of reports said, he wants out. He wants out. And then you got, Sam Darnold, who's doing pretty damn well in his new team, which is pretty good. Right. And then, you got the Bears, who finally won with Justin Fields, because Andy Dalton's out with an injury, and that's great. The big thing I see right now is you got the Browns versus the Bears. The Bears, and led by Justin Fields. This is going to be a really competitive game on Sunday, because people are picking Cleveland to win. I'm going to say the Bears. I'm believing the Bears. I'm sorry. I believe in them. Jacksonville is going to go 0-3 this weekend coming up against the Cardinals, because Cardinals, hell, they did a fantastic job, and I heard Kyler Murray's touchdown or whatever was just insane. You got the Chargers versus Chiefs. Okay, Chiefs are going to rebound from this second week loss to the Baltimore Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson, which, again, it was a spectacular game, going into extra time again for it. So I'll see the Chiefs win that. I'm sorry, Justin Herbert, but the Chargers aren't the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are pretty damn good. The Bills versus the Washington football team. I'm going to take the Bills again, because look what they just did. They just slaughtered the Dolphins, injured their top player, which is Tua, and that's, not by accident. It was an accident. But again, they're going to come out wailing again. The Colts versus Titans. Okay, Titans got, again, lucky in another close game this past weekend with the Seahawks, and I'm going to say it's going to be the Colts. I'm believing Carson's going to win. Carson's going to win this game. this weekend coming up. Saints versus Patriots. Oh, wait. I'm going to back that up. Bengals versus Steelers. Here's the thing I see. This is an interesting one because the Steelers lost to the Raiders. And then you got the Bengals who lost to the Bears. These two teams, I'm seeing Big Benny Boy. He's going to, slaughter burger there. He's going to just slaughter this team. I know it. It's just how it is. It's going to happen. Saints versus Patriots. Patriots, again, are going to win. Mac Jones is just going to show up again like he always does. Falcons versus the Giants. You got two teams that are 0-2. I'm going to say the Falcons. Max Ryan, he a way better quarterback than Daniel Jones. I'm sorry, Daniel Jones, he's a good quarterback, but a great quarterback in Max Ryan is going to a veteran. He knows he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions. So this is Detroit Lions' second game because they had a bye week this weekend. So I'm going to be looking at Jared Goff versus Lamar Jackson. This is a hard one. I'm going to have to go with the Ravens. I'm just saying. Raiders are going to pick up on the Dolphins, and they're going to pick them apart because, again, they don't have their starting quarterback. And nothing against Bissett, but, you're not Tua. So, yeah. Broncos versus the Jets. Bridgewater versus another rook. I'm going to pick the rookie this time. I've got a feeling the rookie's going to show up and show out. But it is in Denver, so maybe my gut feeling. My heart's saying Jets. My gut's saying Bronx. So I'm going to go with the Bronx then. You got the Buccaneers versus the Rams. Okay, now here's the interesting one. You got the GOAT versus another potential Hall of Fame QB in Matthew Stafford. Both are 0-2. Should I bet against the Bucs and Brady? Not a chance. Brady is too good at 44 years old. He's packing away the punches. He just throws it. So I'm going to go with the Buccaneers on that one. You got the Seahawks versus the Vikings, who are 0-2. So, the Seahawks are going to take them out. Green Bay versus the 49ers in the Sunday Nighter. Yeah, the Niners are 0-2. Or 2-0. With Jimmy G at the helm. My thing, Aaron Rodgers plays tonight. And I know he's pretty damn angry about all the criticism he's been hearing. And as Stephen A. Smith says, he's a bad, bad man. So I'm going to go with Stephen A. Smith, and I'm going to say the Packers are going to win tonight, and they're going to win on Sunday night. And then you got next Monday Nighter for Week 3. You got the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Jalen Hurts versus Dak Prescott. This is where I would have to say I love the Eagles, but I will have to say it's going to be the Cowboys. Just for, again, three offensive reasons, because you already got your star. So I'm not even going to say that. You got Dak. You got three great players that can catch that ball. You got CeeDee Lamb, you got Amari Cooper, and you got Ezekiel Elliott. So, again, Ezekiel didn't let me down on Sunday, so that was great. So I'm going to take the Cowboys in that instant. Now, for the matches on next weekend for the EPL, my predictions, I'm going to keep doing this until I get it right again. So, you got Chelsea versus Man City. Chelsea's going to win that one. Man U versus Aston Villa. That's going to be Man U. Everton versus Norwich. Everton. I'm picking Everton. Leeds versus West Ham. I do not see Leeds winning this one. I'm sorry, West Ham's got it. Leicester versus Burnley. Leicester's got it. Watford versus Newcastle. Watford. Liverpool versus Brentford. Liverpool. So everything that they said they're favored to win, I'm going to pick because, yeah, it's going to happen that way. In the NHL news, as I said, Travis Zajac earlier, the Canucks do have Connor Granlund here and Elias Peterson, but the only thing you don't have is Quinn Hughes. Okay, so speculation is starting to ramp up. Do they get the contract signed this week? Or does it go on through training camp? To tell you honest truth, I wouldn't put it past the Canucks one bit because they are who they are. They're great player. They're great people. I know this organization. They can do this. Do we expect to see a PD signing and a Quinn Hughes signing during the training camp? I would suspect yes. I would say yes. 100% yes. Why? Because it's going to happen. It's Canuck Nation, you know what happened when it was with Bo Horvat. He got signed during training camp, and he was still in training camp doing it. He wasn't really holding out, but he was there. Second, you have the Brock Boeser situation. Boeser, again, what I heard and what I believe is he had some personal things going on in Minnesota with his dad, and he wants to be there, and I understand that. As us fans here in Vancouver should understand that everybody deserves their own privacy and their own place of being respected. Like this to me, this was arguably it was a hard thing for Boeser because he was dealing with that personal thing with his dad, and I respect the hell out of this guy. This is why I don't want Vancouver to give up on him. I don't want him to get rid of him. I want him to stay here. I love this guy. This guy's awesome. He's fantastic. He's a great player. Second, PD, he knows what he can make. He knows. Are we going to see the 8-year deals? Probably. Most likely they're probably going to get both their 8 years deals, but again, I'm probably going to speculate it's going to all be back-ended. Further end loaded. So it's going to be at the tail end of the contracts where they really make the big money. And that to me is respectful. Because these guys know what is going to happen. Because you got Bo coming up pretty soon. You got Boeser coming up. And those two, with Quinn and Petey, loving those two, respecting those two, friends with those two, on and off the ice, I respect the decision that they're going to make this team even more competitive. And Bo, I love how he just says, let's go here. He's right, let's go. What I've heard on the offensive or the off season in the defense area where Edler went to the Kings. Not a big freaking loss. I'm sorry. I love Edler, the Eagle, but it's time to move on from him. Okay, everybody's criticizing the Tucker Poolman deal and the Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Luke Schenn. Luke Schenn came here pretty fucking cheap, man, so I wouldn't play. Tucker Poolman, he was always that defenseman on the Jets that the Canucks could never figure out and could never get past. So, give it up to that guy, and he deserves his money. The guy, played on third line, but he'll be all right. Your first pair is what everybody's looking down is going to be your Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Tucker Poolman. That does sound very intriguing. Very intriguing. That will work in a lot of aspects. Quinn Hughes with Travis Hamonic will be a good one. Because it's just, they work very well together. And again, Travis Hamonic's like a Chris Tanev kind of player. And Olli Juolevi with Tyler Myers. I love Olli Juolevi, don't get me wrong. I always considered him, if he wasn't going to get past these injuries, he was going to be a bust. He was going to be a bust for this team. But now he's past that injury-prone thing, so that's all right. Tyler Myers, I don't care what any of the Canuck Nation says. We got a big guy on defense, okay? Yeah, he may be his third or second or first pair. No matter where he's playing, he's a big guy. We need him. He's got the big stick, so on that. Again, if Olevi doesn't live up to expectations, I'm pretty sure he's going to be the 7th instead of Luke Schenn. Luke Schenn's probably going to be our 7th or the third pairing defenseman. And I will say why, because Luke Schenn has 2 cup rings. He brings a lot of determination, a lot of effort into the game, and he's worth every penny. And it's going to be that way. That's how it works. Again, today is going to be probably it's my day off from working out, so I'm going to just take a hiatus on that end and just kind of chill out a little, because I'm just not feeling myself today, and I'm just kind of, and yeah, that's what that is. And I hate being like this because it makes me kind of upset. I won't cry because I've taught myself not to cry on this shit. I'm sorry. But again, it is what it is. So everybody, today, I